with all the conflict that's happening between Russia and Ukraine, also between China and Taiwan. And I want to give you guys a really important, critical message about how to prepare for what's to come, how to prepare for the uncertainty, the possible recession, the possible everything that's going on right now. This is really critical, especially for you folks who are struggling with a porn addiction, porn habit, how to have sexual mastery and control, right? But first, let's talk about this apparent news that PornHub, the company, has banned the use of PornHub in Russia. There's this tweet going around, there's this message going around, trending right now, that apparently someone from Russia was trying to access PornHub and they were unable to, right? So let's look into this logically. PornHub, it doesn't make sense logically for them to do that because of the revenue that they would be missing from this. I mean, that's a huge, massive demographic that they're missing out on. And also, if you look into the trending tweets and screenshots going around, it's really strange to me that the people that are apparently saying that Russia is banning PornHub, they're not actually sharing screenshots of the actual ban, but instead they're posting generic photos of the PornHub label. I think it's just to catch on to some attention and whatnot. But also, people have apparently debunked this myth, using VPNs and trying to actually change their IP address to a Moscow or Russian IP address, and the issue doesn't come up. So the reason I want to bring this up, guys, the main reason, the message I want to bring to you guys today is two things. Number one, when we have economic downturn, when we have economic uncertainty and a recession that is hand, typically across the board, what happens is the porn industry does increase. It's called the recession-proof industry for a reason, meaning that when people are feeling isolated, when you guys are feeling down, depressed, and anxious about what's going on in the markets, what's going on in the economy, typically people go to porn for use to alleviate that stress and anxiety and uncertainty. So how do you prepare for that? What we've found over and over again, guys, through every walk of life, is that people who don't do what is typical, people who rise above what is expected during uncertainty and anxiety of stress-induced economic conflict or political conflict, what people usually do is go to porn, right? What people usually do is let their emotions get the best of them. We find this in the market as well. When there's a market downturn, when there's a recession, people freak out. People sell all their assets, and they usually regret it. But it's the people who stay invested, it's the people that stay consistent and don't let those emotions get the best of them. Those people succeed a year from now, 2 years from now, and don't regret the decision to keep consistent and always go into it full force, 100%. So I want to encourage you guys, this is your chance, this is your opportunity. When there is uncertainty ahead in 2022, in the next year, there's going to be a lot of up and down. We're going to be seeing a lot of sideways growth in terms of our economy, in terms of what's going on. But you can effectively stand up and go against the grain and do something that is not typical. While everyone else is freaking out, while everyone else is using porn and letting their emotions control them, you have a chance to stand up and do something different. You have a chance in a year from now, and 2 years from now, 5, 10 years from now, to look back at your life and be grateful to yourself that you decided to take the path of most resistance and say no to porn at this time. So you guys can be part of the very small percentage of people that decide to do something during this time and not just let the circumstances of our environment, the circumstances of the market or the recession or conflict or political warfare affect you. Of course, it's tragic and all that, but that does not mean it has to be a tragedy for you, psychologically, internally, for your mind, for your habit, for your heart, for your spirit. Guys, you can control this more than you think you can. Now, the second message I want to give to you that's really critical. This is something that no one's going to be talking about, but this is a really important opportunity for you. If you feel like maybe you're invested in the stock market or in cryptocurrency or something, and you're seeing the market going down, those red days coming around the corner, and you feel this sense of anxiety, whatever it is, maybe you have family or friends in these parts of the world that are experiencing this conflict. Maybe you're really scared for what's going to happen in America or in your country, right? This is an opportunity to figure out why you feel that anxiety, and if you do feel a desire to go back to porn, to go back to your old friend, to go back to that crutch and that emotional support system that you've relied on for so many years, if you feel that anxiety and stress and depression coming, this is your chance to identify that emotion and try to resolve it from the ground up. Every time you feel that urge, that trigger, that temptation to watch porn, you can look at that not as, oh, I'm feeling tempted to go, woe is me, I don't know what to do, I can't control this. You can look at that urge as an opportunity, as a hint. It's a hint for you to identify why you feel these emotions, why you feel this desire to go back to porn, and ultimately why you feel like you have to escape that feeling and that stress and that anxiety. We found over and over again, especially with the hundreds of people that I mentor personally, the main reason most of you guys use porn is because you're trying to escape stressful emotions like stress, anxiety, frustration, depression, boredom, or relational difficulties. So you can use this chance to figure out what is your emotional state right now. Why are you trying to escape these situations, and really face to face with it, face it head on, and have victory over it. And I promise you, by the end of the recession or whatever is going to happen in the next year, I have no idea. I can't tell. I don't have a crystal ball, but I know for a fact there's a lot of uncertainty right now. There's a lot of fear, and even though it's a dire situation, this is not an excuse for you guys to act out. This is not an excuse for you to say the world is going down the crapper and that you can just spiral out of control. This is actually your chance to stand up and do something with your life and go against the grain and do something that almost everybody on planet Earth is not willing to do. And you, my friends, will be of the 1% of people that are willing to get rid of this thing and rise above it and make your life bigger and more important than anything you ever thought possible. Those people that you love and respect in the world, the people that are operating at the highest level in society, guys, they don't struggle with this stuff. They don't struggle with PMO because they are operating from a place where they just live their life in total excitement and thrill and genuine, real service to the world. And those people, you probably know some people like that. It's not a struggle for them. So you can replicate that in your life, but it starts right now with deciding to eliminate this habit from your life. I'm here for you guys. I want you to subscribe. I want you to let me know if you need anything. I'm posting videos just for you guys a few times a week just to help you quit porn for good. Do subscribe, share this video, like it if you like the video, and check out my website, benuyama.com, if you want to get personal and see what's there for you. It's good to have you guys. Take care.